Sorry about tonight. What happened with my meeting with Natalie? We were supposed to see each other today, but I was told that it got canceled at the last minute.
Sorry for the late reply. I asked about a lot of things regarding it, but these meetings really are difficult. Something came up on our end, so we had to cancel the meeting suddenly.
I see. Well, it can't be helped if she's not available, I guess. I guess I'll have to see if she wants to talk another day.
This is a difficult period for her right now. There have been a lot of changes going on recently in her life. She just entered middle school and has been walking around anxiously. And on top of that, she's entering into her adolescence.
Well, it certainly is a busy period for her. But lately she hasn't been sending me any pictures. Do you know what has been going on with her?
I myself wanted to send you some pictures of her, but she won't even let me send you any. She keeps saying that she's too embarrassed to take any.
She's at that age, huh? She hasn't really been talking to me in general. You haven't been saying anything weird about me to her, have you?
There's no way I would do such a thing. If I did, do you honestly think we would even be able to set up these meetings in the first place?
Well, I wonder what's going on with her. I feel like she's avoiding me.
Maybe it's just how she is. I mean, she is going through that time of puberty right now. This is probably just her way of dealing with it.
I see. Well, if it's not possible right now, then maybe I can meet with her when she feels like it. I won't push for it, I guess. Is there anything else I can do for her until then?
As long as we have the money you're providing, it should be good enough for her. I'll tell that to her too, so you can be at ease for the time being. How does that sound?
Okay, that's fine with me. Speaking of which, how's it going with your new husband? Is everything going all right?
How's it going? You mean between him and Natalie? Of course, I want to say it's all going smoothly, but sometimes they get into an argument. So that's a little annoying to deal with.
Huh? They get into arguments? Is something going on?
Well, I mean, it's not unusual for children to get into arguments with their parents, right? Things happen. Sometimes she wants to eat before everyone else sits at the table. Other times she wants to watch her own TV shows when we want to watch the news. She can be stubborn sometimes, but maybe that's also a part of growing up.
It sounds like they get along just fine. Sometimes you can't progress without a little conflict happening.
I think so too. It's just that sometimes they get into arguments that really heat up. I feel like Natalie doesn't quite grasp the weight of the words she uses. I worry about how Natalie crosses the line with the things she says sometimes. So I'll have to do a better job teaching her some manners in the future.
Is that so? I never really pictured her as a girl to say hurtful things to others. What exactly does she say?
Well, usually she's good with how she phrases her words, but there are times where she'll down-talk him for not being her real father. I don't think she means to say these things, but maybe it's just because having to live with a different father is a difficult thing for her. If it wasn't for that, then I think they would be getting along much better. But I suppose this is also just a part of growing up. But, well, the thing is, he wants to be more like a real father to her. So I hope they can get along with each other soon.
I see. It seems like you have your work cut out for you. I guess she's just lonely.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring all of this drama on you.
No, it's fine. I just hope Natalie can be happy. Hopefully she can learn to get along with her stepfather.
I appreciate it. But is this really all right with you? With all the money you're giving us in child support? It must be quite a burden on you.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Didn't I promise you that I would pay for her child support until she becomes an adult? As her father, you should at least let me do at least that much.
Thank you very much for everything you've done for us. That being said, how's it going on your end?
On my end? You mean with my wife? It's going by real smoothly. And I get along with my stepson pretty well too.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you. It seems like things are going better for you than they are for me.
I'm sure things will perk up for you soon enough. Anyway, I didn't think there would be a day where we could talk all calmly like this. We were both very on edge right after we got divorced. There was a lot of things we had to settle before we could go our separate ways.
That's true. Well, that's just how it is. Getting a divorce is never easy. There's a lot of uneasy feelings that come up when it comes to negotiation. But I think everything worked well in the end.
Well then, let's do all that we can for Natalie as her parents. You can contact me again anytime if something happens. And I hope I can see Natalie soon as well.
Yep, I appreciate it. I'll at least make sure to tell Natalie about the meeting since she's been getting grouchy all of the time. At this rate, she's just going to keep telling me how she can't see you at all.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well then, I'll leave it to you. See you later.
Yep. See ya. Daddy? Are you still awake? It's me, Natalie.
Natalie? Huh? How did you know my phone number?
I looked into Mom's smartphone and wrote it down in secret. I found it in her contact list. I really wanted to talk to you about something.
I see. Well, it's been quite a while since we last spoke. I hope you are doing well with your stepdad.
This isn't the time for that. Daddy, please. Help me.
Huh? You want me to help you? Did something happen recently?
I haven't eaten anything lately. I'm so hungry that I feel like fainting. I can't take it anymore. Please help me.
Huh? You haven't eaten anything? What on earth is going on over there?
I'm not allowed to eat anything because of my new dad. And my mom also said I couldn't eat anything either. So I want to go over to your place right now.
You can't do that. Don't rely on me.
Huh? Why not?
I mean, aren't you just having an argument over there?
An argument?
I'm sure your stepdad wants to help you out as much as possible. Don't you think this could be a good foundation in building a positive relationship with him? I've heard that you get into frequent arguments with him. I'm sure it's difficult having to call someone else your dad, but I'm sure you will get used to it. So please, just try to bear with it for now.
You heard that I get into arguments with him? Did you hear that from Mom?
That's right. She said that things were going smoothly between him and you. Moreover, didn't you not want to see me? Even for someone growing up, you sure have been flip-flopping a little too much about this.
Huh? What? Hold on a second here. I've been constantly saying that I've been wanting to meet you all this time.
Huh? Hold on, wait. I'm sure your mom told me otherwise. She told me that ever since you went into middle school, it looked like you've always been trying to avoid me. Isn't that why we haven't had any meetings lately?
I never said anything like that. I told her many times that I've always wanted to go over to your place. But she would always just ignore me. I haven't seen you in ages. I miss you so much.
What is going on around here? This is completely different from what your mother told me.
Mom has been acting strangely ever since she married my new dad. Ever since my last year of elementary school, I've almost never been allowed to eat dinner.
Huh? Why?
My stepdad says it would be a waste, so Mom stopped making food for me. In the morning, I'm allowed to eat a slice of bread before school. I've been able to get by somehow because the school is able to provide me my lunch. But it's so humiliating for me. Lately, it's been so embarrassing that I can't even bring myself to go to school.
You haven't been going to school lately? Huh? Why can't you go to school?
I feel so weak and hungry. I've lost so much weight that I look like a zombie to everyone. Not being able to bring a lunch to school at all just makes me look poor. I feel like everyone notices it, but they don't want to say anything. It makes me wonder if they talk about it behind my back. That's why I keep telling you I want to come over to your house. I've never said that I hated you even once. Please, you have to believe me.
Wait a minute. Let me confirm something. Well...
Am I getting in your way?
Getting in my way? Why would you say that?
I mean, you got remarried to a new wife, and she has a son of her own, right? He probably requires your full attention. If that's the case, then I'll just get in the way if I'm over there. I'm really sorry. I'm an 8th grader now, so I'll just have to bear with it.
Hey, wait, that's not the case at all. Of course I don't have any issue with you coming over. But that's not for me to decide, though. Your mother has full legal custody over you. So first, I just need to check up on something. I don't think of you like that at all, so please don't say things like that.
All right.
I never thought you would be put through so much suffering like this. I can't believe I never noticed anything at all. I'm really sorry about all of this. If this is all true, then I would like to come get you right away, but there's a lot of things that I would have to do beforehand. I'm going to go check on everything right now, so do you think you can wait just a little bit longer? I promise I'll help you out as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dad. I'll be waiting for you.
If something else happens, be sure to tell me right away. Is that good? If it's out of my control, then I want you to contact the police instead. Is that clear?
Yes, I understand.
I'm going to check right away. I'll talk to you soon. Michelle, please call me back. I have something that I want to discuss with you.
I am so sorry about that. I slept late last night, so I was a bit late to reply to you. It seems like you tried to call me earlier. What's going on?
I have something I want to ask regarding Natalie. Is now a good time to talk?
You want to talk about Natalie? Oh, are you talking about what happened yesterday?
Did something happen yesterday?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. It seems that Natalie said some things yesterday.
Did you talk to her? It seems like she was having a difficult time last night.
I'm sorry. Everything she said yesterday was a lie. The thing is, she got into an argument with my husband. So I think she wanted to get back at him in some way.
Oh, is that what happened? That's quite a serious reaction to having an argument, though.
It was quite a heated argument yesterday. It seems she went up to her room without eating anything and then started texting you. That's when she started lying about all of that stuff that she texted you about. I'll give her a harsh scolding later, so I don't think she'll try to text you anymore.
Huh? You don't have to go so far as to make her stop texting me. Don't you think that's a little too strict? If she has something to tell me, then I'll be more than happy to listen to her.
Well, it's not like I told her not to text you anymore. It's what Natalie herself said. She said she doesn't want to talk to you.
Natalie said that? But then why would she text me the other night?
It seems that she wanted to contact you because she thought she could paint my husband in a bad light. She was really angry with him at the time and wanted to vent a little bit. But she seems to be remorseful of what she's done. She admits that she went a bit overboard. That's why she said that it's not like she wants to contact you all of the time. She said she probably won't text you for a good while. I think she wants to be alone for now.
Is that so? I had no idea something like that was going on.
I'm sorry for all of the trouble she caused you the other day. Natalie wanted to say that as well. I hope she can behave herself from now on.
If it's not too much trouble, do you think I could meet up with her for a little bit?
Hey, Alan. Are you doubting me, by chance?
No, that's not what I'm trying to imply. It's just that she's going to move on to 8th grade soon, right? That's why I thought it would be a good idea if I could see her for a little while. I want to see how she's been doing in school.
I keep telling you this! I keep saying that it's not possible. Jeez, we've declined you so many times now. Why can't you understand this at all?
Huh? This isn't really something to get that angry about, is it? I just want to speak with her for an hour or so. I think you should calm down for a bit.
It's my job to calm her down when she starts to whine. You have no idea how much trouble it's been up until now. I bet you're also trying to make me out to be some kind of villain here. Even though I've been putting so much effort into raising her with my new husband. You can't possibly understand how stressful this has all been for me.
I told you to calm down already. It's not like I'm accusing you of anything. I just said that I wanted to see Natalie is all. I never said you were doing anything bad to Natalie. Just what's going on right now? You're making me really concerned with how overblown your reaction is. There's nothing bad going on over there, right?
That's not how it is at all. Just trust me on this. It's just that having to raise a child with my new husband is a bit more stressful than I thought it was going to be. I'm concerned about how Natalie is getting along with my husband. I fear that may also have an effect on his relationship with me as well. I get on edge when the two of them start arguing with each other. I fear that he'll consider her to be more than he bargained for and start to regret being married to me. I worry about whether or not my husband will start to hate me and even leave me. I can't bear the thought of having another divorce, especially so soon after remarrying.
I'm sorry about that. I had no idea you were going through so much since getting remarried.
Do you understand how agitating it is for me at a time like this when I hear about how Natalie started texting you to lie about us? My husband told me not to worry too much about this, but I can definitely tell he's getting worried about this. It's written all over his face. Moreover, he even has started to say how much this has been getting to him.
I see. I'm really sorry about everything that's been happening. I had no idea.
I'm sorry about this. I've just been taking all my anger out on you. You didn't do anything wrong about this. I've just been a little flustered is all. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help but vent my frustration.
No, it's all fine. I can understand the stress that comes with having a child who's not blood related to you. I myself shouldn't have been overly poking my nose into your business. I'm sorry about that. It's just that this doesn't change the fact that I'm her father. So if anything else happens, please contact me right away. I want only the best for Natalie.
That's true. Okay then. I shouldn't have been preaching to you about all of my problems. I hope it didn't shock you too much. I was hoping to keep most of this private because I didn't want to cause trouble for everyone else.
Well, it's just that this is also unexpected for me. To be honest, it's been nothing but new information that I've been hearing lately. I didn't mean to pry myself into your business any more than I needed to. If Natalie asks for my help, then I plan to give her a hand. I should do what I can as her father. Is that all right with you?
Yeah. I'm sorry for getting angry at you. Thanks for being so supportive of her. We've been going through some hard times, so money isn't as easy for us to get these days. Even though both me and my husband work, it's still not enough to support our family.
I see. I hope things get better for the three of you soon. Well then, just let me know if anything else happens around here. I'll always be willing to lend a hand to her.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't think Natalie will try to contact you for a while, but if anything happens, then I think she'll try to get in touch with you if she needs some help. So I'll leave it all to you when the time comes for it.
Okay, I get it. I'll be on the lookout for whenever she wants to talk to me.
Also, I want you to tell me if Natalie ever contacts you.
Huh? Why is that?
Hey, I mean, there are things that she probably doesn't want to tell us but might be willing to talk to you about it, right? So I would like to know about it too, okay? After all, if she's going to be living with us, then I want to make sure she's as comfortable as possible.
Oh, all right. I see where you're going with this. I understand. Well then, I'll see you later.
Yep, thanks for everything. See you later. Hey! Alan! Did Natalie head over to your place?
Huh? Natalie? Why do you ask?
What do you mean, why do I ask? Natalie ran away from home. I've been looking all over the place, but I can't find her anywhere. So I was wondering if she was heading over to your house.
Oh, I see. Up. Just hold on a minute here. It's just that right now I'm talking with your parents, so I don't really have much time to talk with you.
Huh? My parents are over there? Why are you talking with them?
I'm sorry. They're walking around anxiously right now, so can I get back to you later? I'll call you again soon.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute! Alan? Hey, I'm trying to call you! Why are you talking with my parents? Tell me what is going on right now! Alan! Hey, Alan! Just how long do you plan on ignoring me? Natalie is over there, right? You're hiding her from me, aren't you? Do you understand what you've done?
Hey, I need to ask you something, if you don't mind. What have you been doing up until now?
Huh? Just what are you going on about? You're the one who kidnapped Natalie. I'm the one who's her legal guardian. You can't just run off with her without my consent, you scum. You better prepare for what's coming to you. This is a fully fledged crime you just committed. You'll regret this.
Oh, what a strange coincidence. Since what you did to Natalie also counts as a fully fledged crime. I've decided to have to report you.
Huh? You reported me? Wait, to who?
Are you an idiot? I reported you to the police, of course. You have a lot to answer for what you've done to Natalie.
Huh? What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that she has bruises all over her body. The fact that she is unhealthily skinny and that she hasn't been going to school. Also, the fact that Natalie herself has testified to these things. Putting all of these together, you can't expect to play it off like you never knew what was happening in your household. So I'm going to ask you again. What have you been doing up until now? You think you can call yourself a mother after all you've done to her?
But I am her mother. Natalie has been on a diet lately, so of course she's skinny. Also, so what about the bruises on her body? Kids get themselves hurt all the damn time, you know. Moreover, what do you mean she hasn't been going to school? I've been making her go to school.
Oh, really? What I've heard is a bit different from what you're saying. But in a way, the school seems to have been nice to you in regard to that. For the first 2 years of her school life, the teachers have been leaving you alone. They haven't even gone to meet you personally, despite Natalie not showing up at all. But my wife, on the other hand, wouldn't stand for this.
Huh? Hey, wait a minute here. What does your wife have to do with this? Just what are you talking about?
This must be some kind of fate. Just only 3 months ago, my wife started a new job at the same middle school that Natalie goes to. She teaches the 8th grade classes, and by chance, she just happened to be in charge of the same class that Natalie is in. And she's noticed that Natalie hasn't been going to school for a long time now.
Huh? What's going on with that? How can a coincidence like this even happen?
Since Natalie hasn't been showing up to school, she tried giving you a call, but no one answered her. She tried paying a visit to your house, but it seems like you moved out and completely deserted it. But it just so happens that a classmate of Natalie knew where her new apartment was, so my wife tried going there many times but couldn't even get a response from the door. Every time she stopped by to ring the doorbell, no one would answer for some strange reason.
So that annoying teacher was your wife. Of all the people to show up at my house, why did it have to be her? Well then, so that wife of yours was the one who kidnapped her? Or rather, you instructed her to do that? Then you two are both accomplices in this. This is still a crime through and through.
Wait until I'm finished talking before you start complaining. Look, when she started her job, she had no idea that Natalie was my daughter at the time. But she was still worried that Natalie wasn't coming to school, so she contacted a teacher from the elementary school that Natalie used to attend. But she had no luck pinning you down with that alone. So then she started trying to find any other families that may have been in contact with you. She searched and searched, and it ended up leading her to me, her own husband. And that's when I decided to tell her about what Natalie has been telling me these last few months.
So she found out that Natalie was your daughter, and that's when you decided to kidnap her?
Kidnapped is a poor choice of words coming from you. Don't you think saved her is more appropriate? Considering the state she was in when she was found.
But that's... I can't believe this!
And then, I contacted your parents to confirm the situation that was happening, since they were the only ones who would have had the chance to meet up with Natalie.
My parents?
But I was completely shocked by what I heard when I met with them. It seems that ever since you got remarried, they haven't gotten to see her even once. They've been very confused as to why you never let them talk to her, even though you had no problem meeting them yourself with your husband.
Well, I mean, Natalie is really shy about seeing others.
Even though it's her own grandparents. She used to see them all the time when we were married. They always loved seeing her and telling her all types of stories. And Natalie herself loved her grandparents and loved listening to them. They're completely shocked about everything that's been going on behind their back.
Even then, that's no excuse for you to kidnap her.
Look, I've already said this, but we didn't kidnap her. We weren't even the ones to take her out of the house. 2 days ago, your parents decided to go to your house without you knowing.
Huh? They were at my house? Wait, they were here 2 days ago?
They told Natalie that they were going to take her to her father's house. And it seems that the moment they said that, Natalie immediately jumped to the chance to get out of there.
What? Why would she do that?
Well, it seems like she wasn't very happy living under your custody. It's very strange for a child to be so eager to get away from their mother's house, right? So then let me ask you, yet again, what have you been doing up until this point? Natalie was taken from her house 2 days ago. Do you hear what I'm saying? 2 whole days ago. Did you seriously not even notice that Natalie was gone for all of that time?
Well, I was just on a business trip. There's no way I could have known what was going on at the time, right?
Well then, what about your husband? Surely he would have tried to contact you the moment he noticed that Natalie was gone, right? Don't tell me he was out of the house those 2 days either.
OMG, you're so persistent. That has nothing to do with what's going on right now. He wasn't in the house either, all right? Natalie is my daughter. Do you hear me? I have full custody of her. Give her back right now. Kidnapping is a crime. I'll take you to court over this.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's do it. I'll make the claim that we saved her from some unavoidable and unacceptable circumstances. Let's see which one of our claims will stand. It's clear as day that you were the ones who caused all of that harm to Natalie. You're not fit to call yourself a mother at all.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Just give her back to me already!
You're getting quite desperate, aren't you? Ah, that's right. It would be quite troublesome for you, wouldn't it? If you can't get my money for child support, then you wouldn't have any spare change to spend.
Huh? I never said I was doing anything like that. I mean, me and my husband both have jobs, so it's not like we're that short on money.
But your husband did say those kind of things, didn't he? I'm sure he said it would be a waste to get rid of her. He also said that he can just get free money from me if he keeps custody of her until she's an adult. I mean, even if you were both working full-time jobs, it doesn't hurt to have some free money, right?
He didn't say that. He never said anything like that. None of this is true.
So then, are you telling me that Natalie is lying about all of this? She told me all of this while crying her eyes out. How can you tell me that they were just having little arguments and getting along? You've been treating her as some kind of property to exploit. I won't let either of you get away with this. You better prepare yourself.
But, I'm her legal guardian. I have full custody of her.
Is that really all you can say? I don't think you have any leg to stand on as a guardian anymore. You don't even seem to be aware of what's important to Natalie.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Do you remember what day it was 2 days ago? It was a very special day.
Huh? What are you going on about all of a sudden? I have no idea what day it was. Why should I?
Oh, so you completely forgot about your own daughter's birthday, it seems.
Oh, oops.
2 days ago was Natalie's 15th birthday.
Hey! I remember that much, you know. What are you trying to say with this? So what if it was her birthday? What does that have to do with anything happening right now?
It's surprisingly relevant to what we're talking about. When a child becomes 15 years old, they are allowed to choose who their legal guardian can be. Up until now, you have had full custody over her, but it seems that some terrible things have happened to her under your care. So we're going to change a few things around here. Well, I'm going to have a little chat with the police and Child Protective Services about what has been going on up until now. And we'll figure out what to do from there. I'll let you know what happens later today.
Huh? Wait, what? Are you actually going to report me to the police?
Aw. Did you think I was joking about this? Did you think you could just get away with doing all of that to Natalie? It would be quite a bad look for you if they saw all of the pictures showing the injuries all over Natalie's body. I imagine that the whole reason you didn't let me see her is because you didn't want to expose all of the horrible things you were doing to her. How did this even happen under your watch? Was this all your husband's doing, or did you participate in this as well? Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. You let this happen for years, so you're just as responsible for this as far as I'm concerned.
That's not true. This is all a huge misunderstanding. We didn't do anything like that to her. Natalie has just been lying about all of this. She's just trying to get us in trouble.
You still have the nerve to say all of this. Even after everything that's happened to Natalie, you still have the nerve to deflect all the blame from you and your husband. A woman who chooses to protect her scumbag husband over her own daughter isn't a mother at all. She's a scumbag of a woman herself.
I told you it's not true. None of this is true. He didn't do anything to her. I'm not complicit in anything. You were the ones who kidnapped her.
I'm done arguing with you. You refuse to listen to any reason, despite all the evidence spelling out what you've done is clear as day. What you and he have done is completely unforgivable. You deserve the same punishment as him. Well then, see ya, you scumbag of a woman. I plan to take this all the way to court. You better prepare yourself. I was a fool for believing that only Natalie would be getting any sort of joy out of that divorce. I had no idea that my ex-wife would allow such horrible things to happen to Natalie. Just like me, my wife and my stepchild were both extremely furious over this as well. Natalie moved in with us right away. And when we told her she would be part of our family, she was so happy and couldn't stop thanking us. My son was also overjoyed to have an older sister, to the point where Natalie started blushing a little bit. And then, naturally, the right of custody was transferred over to me, so my wife became her legal mother. As far as her health is concerned, we've been making sure she is well fed so she can recover. Little by little, she is coming back to a healthy weight again. As for those two scumbags, they haven't been around in a while. In light of this incident, it seems that her own parents had announced that they would disown her. We've requested the child support money that they embezzled, so now we're really going to put the pressure on them. Hopefully we can prosecute them for child abuse as well. I hope in due time, Natalie can put this all behind her so she can start enjoying life again.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Kat.
Hey, Janet. Is there something wrong? You sound like you're in pain.
Pain? Yeah, exactly. I'm in pain. I feel like I'm dying. I can barely breathe right now, and every time I get up, my vision gets super blurry. I'm gonna need you to come back home right now.
What? I can't. I'm about to head to a meeting. I can't just skip this and go home. I can call 911 if it's necessary.
911? Did you not hear what I just said? I told you to come back home. There's no need for 911. Just come home.
Janet, I really can't go home right now. I'm at work. Do you want me to check and see if Ashley can help you? I can call her.
Oh my goodness. Can't you hear that I'm literally dying right now, and you want me to wait? Why do I need to suffer from this? What's the point of having a daughter-in-law when I'm dying, but she insists that her job is more important than my life?
All right, Janet. I'll talk to my supervisor and try to go home as soon as I can. Just wait for a little bit.
Oh my gosh, I heard what happened. Thank you so much, Kat, for helping out.
Oh, no problem. It's nothing. The hospital called me too, and they said there's nothing really wrong with her. She has no serious health issues. But she keeps saying that her body hurts and that she feels like she's dying.
Just let her be. She's always been like that ever since we were little. Janet hasn't really changed much. Back then, she always said her body was hurting here and there, and that she was in so much pain. Mom would always take her to the hospital, but there was nothing wrong with her. A hospital visit was almost like an everyday event for Janet and Mom. So this is nothing new, really.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, Janet. What's up?
I think I gotta go to the hospital right about now. But we have to go to a different one.
What?
No, seriously. That hospital we just went to is no good. Those doctors don't know what they're doing. How useless.
Janet, we just got back from the hospital like 30 minutes ago. And they said you were fine. Why do you want to go to another one? I mean, the emergency nurse did all kinds of tests to see if there's something serious going on with you, but the test results came out fine. That's why they said you were allowed to just stay home.
That's what I'm saying! They did all kinds of tests on me, yet they can't figure out what's wrong with me. I told you, they're useless. They should have admitted me for 3 to 4 days and run more tests. That way they can really see and observe what's wrong with my body. So could you call the best hospital here and tell them we're gonna do a walk-in admission? Hurry!
I don't think there are hospitals that do that. They don't just admit you because of some tests. Especially when your test results came out fine.
Oh my gosh, you talk too much. Can't you see that your mother-in-law is literally dying right now? Just do what I told you to do.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Honey, are you busy?
Hey babe, what's up? Something wrong?
Did you know I had to leave in the middle of a meeting at work because your mom called and said she needed to go to the hospital?
What? Why did mom want to go to the hospital? Is she sick?
Nope, not at all. In fact, she is very healthy.
What? I'm not following.
I was at work and the meeting was about to start when she called me. She said she was having difficulty breathing and that her vision was getting blurry. So I left work and took her to the emergency room. They did some tests on her, but turns out there was nothing wrong. I think she may even be healthier than me. The doctor said she was okay to go back home, so I drove her home. But then she called me again and said those doctors are useless and don't know what they're doing. So she told me to find the best hospital in the city and to call them so they can run tests on her. What should I do? This is stressing me out more than it should.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Why is she being such a pain?
I don't know, really. What should I do? Oh, wait, hold on. She's calling me again. I'll call you again in a bit. Hey, Janet, did you call me? Sorry I couldn't pick up. I left my phone in my bag and didn't hear it.
You know Faye, right? Our neighbor who I'm pretty close to.
Oh yeah, I know her. She lives on the 6th floor. What about her?
Yeah, her. I'm talking about her. So apparently, her daughter gave that one big hospital in Chicago a call. And she got them to run some tests on her. I think she said that the entire cost was around $8,000. That sounds quite a lot, but she said she stayed in the hospital's private room for about 3 days and got the best patient care. I think we should also try calling that same hospital and see if they can do the same for me.
What? They paid $8,000? That's a lot of money.
Why? You don't want to help me?
No. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that's a lot of money. We don't really have $8,000 just laying around, you know?
What? You and Neil are both working. How can you two not have money? It's not like you're having to pay $20,000.
No, I know we are a double-income couple, but I'm just a freelancer. I don't have stable regular income. And yeah, Neil is working a regular office job, but we still have a lot to pay off with the mortgage we got, so we're pretty tight on money right now.
So what do you want me to do? Should I just let this illness get the best of me? I'm gonna end up dying in some random place at this rate.
Janet, don't say that.
Or do you just want me to die? I think it's that. You don't really care about me and just want me to die while this illness eats me little by little each day. How can you not spare the $8,000? It's not like you're spending it on random stuff. It's going to my hospital bills. To my health. The health of your own husband's mother. I gave birth to the man you love, yet you can't help out. I'm probably just gonna end up dying sometime soon.
What? No. Janet, don't say that. I have my credit card. I'll see if I can pay with that.
All right, that's good to hear. I already asked Faye for the address and doctor's name at that one hospital. So I'm going to text you that information and just ask for the same doctor and tests that they did. They should do the same for me. Hey, Kat. How are you?
Ashley, I'm doing good. What's up?
Not much. It's just that Janet was talking about you taking her to the hospital in Chicago. And she was sounding really excited about it yesterday. Are you really taking her there? But didn't she just go to the hospital with you recently? I don't think it has been that long. Why is she wanting to do some tests again?
Oh, yeah. She just told me she wanted to redo the tests at a better hospital.
What for? She was telling me that it's so tedious and annoying having to do all those, yet she's forcing you to take her to some hospital in the city? I don't get it.
What? No! Oh my gosh. No, I didn't say I was going to. Also, it costs $8,000. I can't just throw money like that.
My goodness. Janet is really something else. Has she lost her mind? I think she's being so hard on you as her daughter-in-law. Do you want me to talk to her about it? I can just be straight to her about all this.
Oh, no. No need to. Thanks, though.
I heard that someone in your apartment complex got those same tests and treatment at the hospital she was talking about, and she was basically just jealous that the daughter paid for it or something. That's why she's been babbling about and making a big deal out of it. She really just wanted to do what others around her are doing.
What? Is that so?
Do you not remember that one day she made you take her to the ER? She was saying she couldn't breathe and her vision was getting blurry or something. That day. Apparently, she was expecting that you'd just take her straight to that hospital in downtown Chicago. But you didn't. That's why she's making a fuss about getting admitted there.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know.
Yeah. I feel bad for you. You are so kind and always trying to help her. You have such a kind heart.
Oh, thanks for saying that, Ashley. Hey, Janet. Are you feeling much better now?
What are you talking about?
Well, I took you to the hospital in Chicago and they ran the most expensive blood work and tests there for you. The test results came out fine. It didn't show any signs of illness or health issues. I was really relieved when they called me about that.
Kat, how can you believe that? Those doctors are so stupid.
What?
Ugh, I don't know. I'm just so confused now. I've been experiencing headaches and migraines. I feel like I'm dying. Maybe it's because I've been busy these days. I don't know anymore. I think they need to do more brain exams on me. Yeah, they should have done that.
Janet, they did so many tests on you and they did do a brain scan just to check. They did an X-ray, CT scan, and even MRI.
Oh, pfft. Whatever. Those did nothing.
You were only supposed to stay at the hospital for 2 days because there was really nothing wrong with you in terms of your health. But you kept saying that you were in pain. So you ended up staying there for 4 days instead of 2. They kept running all types of blood work and doing all the tests they could do with the equipment they have, but there was really nothing wrong. So you kind of got kicked out of the hospital.
Wow. So are you a doctor now? You seem to know everything about health and hospitals. Oh, aren't you just smart?
Janet, that's not what I was getting at.
Oh, whatever. I guess I'll just wait for death to come get me. I mean, I'm old anyway. I have no use. I should just sit here and wait till I die. I mean, other mothers my age are getting massage chairs from their daughters or sons-in-law. Yet here I am. What am I getting? Nothing. Not at all.
Massage chairs? Those are like a few $1,000s. Those things aren't cheap.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, my health is not worth any money, right? It's better I die instead of you spending just a few bucks for me.
Janet, what are you saying? Of course we care about your health.
No, forget it. Whether I'm in pain or not. Doesn't matter if I die or not. Actually, maybe it's better that I die. Maybe then you and Neil will regret about not sparing your money on me when you can. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
No, we want to help you too. We're trying with what we can. If you have some pain, I could try and get you a massage gun. There are good ones out there, and I think there are a lot that are meant for specific body parts. I could get you one.
No, forget it. I don't need those. Those things are like toys. What do you think I am? A child? The only thing that I need right now is a massage chair. I mean, not only are those actually helpful and have real effects, but they look so cool. Anyway, forget it. I'll just suffer from the pain. Not like there's anybody who will buy a massage chair for me.
Janet, don't say this. I'm sorry you don't feel good. I'll try and see if Neil and I can get you what you need.
Oh, that'd be so nice. I've been seeing a nice massage chair on TV lately. The ones that have been on the commercials. You know that, right? I know you're busy these days, but please do check and see if you could get that one.
Hey, honey. I'm about to lose my mind. Your mom is driving me crazy. I mean, do we have any extra wads of cash just lying around? Do we have a checkings account with thousands of dollars that I don't know about?
What? What are you talking about?
It's your mom. She's been asking me to buy her a massage chair. But we don't have the extra money for that.
Let's just get it for her. I mean, it's nothing big.
Nothing big? You know the average ones start at $3,000, right? If we want a really good one, it'll be more than that. Plus, I looked up the one that your mom wants, and it costs about $5,000. How can we buy that? We don't have the money for it. We already had to pay $8,000 for the hospital fees. I literally had to look for whatever money we had left to pay for that. And now a $5,000 massage chair?
Well, we can just think of it as giving her a present or something. It'll be her birthday soon.
That must be easy for you to say. That's your own mother. I've been getting a headache because of this. I'm gonna go crazy over this. Work has been so stressful lately, and now this!
You know, Mom has been by herself for a long time now. I think she just wants attention because she feels lonely. Let's not think too much about why she's being like this. It's nothing.
Ugh, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Cat! Oh my goodness! Where are you?
Janet, what's wrong?
It's Ashley! Apparently she got COVID! Oh my gosh! Oh Jesus Christ! This is crazy! I was just with her last week. We went to the mall and I was with her the entire day.
Have you tried the at-home COVID test?
Yeah, I did buy the at-home test kit already, and it came out negative. But how can I trust that? I'm already experiencing difficulty breathing, and my heart has been beating faster than usual. Is this it for me? Am I gonna die because of this? I'm really afraid of dying. This is scaring me. Cat, please save me. I can't die like this. They said people my age are more susceptible to serious symptoms and even death. I'm so scared.
Janet, don't say that. Plus, you got the booster shot for COVID. I think you should be all right. Those who got the vaccine don't really experience the severe symptoms. That's what the vaccine does. It's very rare that you'll have symptoms at all. So don't worry too much. I don't think you have any of the symptoms and the test came out negative, right? See? Nothing to worry about.
Ugh! Easy for you to say. You don't know how I'm feeling. Cat, I'm in trouble. Oh my God.
Why? What's wrong?
Ashley and Beth both got COVID. They got diagnosed with pneumonia and now they're on their deathbed. Oh my goodness. I'm so scared.
What?
Really? Have you given them a call yet?
No, not yet.
Well, how could you? They're your aunts-in-law, yet you haven't given them a call? Especially when you know they got COVID. I know you're busy and they're not your blood relatives, but you should at least call them since they're suffering from the effects of COVID. I expect you to give them a call and ask how they're doing. I shouldn't have to tell you this. I might end up getting COVID and suffering from the same illness as them. As my daughter-in-law, you should be helping me out and saving me from all this.
I'm so sorry, Janet. I've been so busy watching my kids that I didn't have the free time to give them a call and ask about you.
My goodness. It's that hard. Back in my days, I had 2 kids around the same age and I did everything seamlessly. Both my duties as their mother and my duties as a daughter-in-law to my in-laws. These youngins nowadays have it easy. I swear.
Hey, Ashley. I'm so sorry to hear about you getting COVID. How are you feeling? I heard you got pneumonia?
What? No, I'm doing fine. Beth and I are both doing fine. We don't have any bad symptoms.
Oh, really? Janet said you were barely surviving the symptoms and that it was so bad?
Oh, goodness. That's just Janet being Janet. She's making a big deal out of nothing. Like I said, we are both doing fine. Thanks for worrying about us, though. I really appreciate you calling and asking about us. But yeah, anyway, we are fine. We just had a slight fever and that's it. No other symptoms. So don't worry too much.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I was really worried that COVID got you guys really badly. I'm relieved to hear you guys are doing fine.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for checking in on us. Sorry for making you worry. I didn't want you guys to worry about us. I'm sorry it got to this. But we are okay. Thanks again.
Oh, no problem. You guys are family too.
Yeah, but don't worry too much. But just in case, try that at-home COVID test kit thing. I know we haven't seen each other in a while, but just in case. It's better to do that so you can act on it if it comes out positive. I was with Janet a week before I got COVID, and you did see her after that. So just in case she does get it, it's better to know if you have it or not.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for making sure I'm fine. I'll get a kit on my way home.
Cat, I think I'm dying. Please come save me.
Why? What's wrong this time, Janet?
I haven't been sleeping well these days. I feel like I'm dying. I'm so angry at Ashley for spreading this to me. Why must I suffer from this? It's all because of her. And quarantine. They told me I have to quarantine or whatever. I need money for that. That thing is for 2 weeks, apparently. Could you give me money for the 2 weeks I'll be in quarantine?
Janet! You don't have COVID! The only people who got it are people living with Ashley. You are fine! You don't have COVID! Don't you remember? We went to the hospital yesterday to do the PCR test, which is more accurate and it came out negative. Also, Ashley and Beth are both doing okay. I called them. Don't you feel bad for them? They're really worried about you. They're your sisters, but how can you talk about them like that?
What? It wasn't me who got COVID. Who spread it? Who got COVID? It was them. So you can't tell me not to worry about myself when they're the ones who went around spreading that disease.
Janet, I get where you're coming from, but still.
You talk like this has nothing to do with you. I mean, I guess. You're not the one who came in contact with someone who got COVID. But if you did, don't be a hypocrite.
But Janet, you do not have COVID. The hospital themselves did the test and said you don't have it.
No, there's no way. Just stop talking. I have been so stressed and depressed lately. You don't understand how I'm feeling. I haven't been sleeping well. I lost my appetite. I'm barely surviving these days. And now with this COVID thing. And now I have to deal with you being so indifferent about what I'm going through.
Depressed? Why are you feeling depressed?
I just don't feel like I have any purpose anymore. My life has no meaning. I feel so meaningless and purposeless. I have zero motivation left for living. At this rate, it's better for me and everyone if I jumped off the balcony. Maybe that's better.
Babe, I really contemplated over this lately.
About what?
About your mom. I think it's best that she goes to a psychiatrist or something.
What? What makes you say that?
I mean, no matter how I look at her situation, I think she has Munchausen syndrome. You've heard of it, right? I think they've mentioned it many times before on that one channel on TV that talks about health and diseases.
What? No. What is it?
Apparently, people with Munchausen syndrome fabricate and make up symptoms or diseases about themselves and may even harm themselves to convince others. It's a mental condition where they basically do that for attention.
Seriously? So, are you saying my mom has a mental illness? Are you calling my mom a psycho?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Are you out of your mind? Just because she's not your mom doesn't mean you can just say whatever you want about her.
Neil, what are you talking about? I'm just telling you all this because I'm worried about your mom. And she told me that she has depression. That in itself is enough reason for you to take her to a psychiatrist. Things like depression isn't something that can be treated just on your own. She needs medical and professional help. She might even be acting like this because of her depression.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. But why must she go to a mental hospital? A psychiatrist? That's crazy.
Well, yeah. It's because it's a mental condition. So it only makes sense that you take her to a mental hospital. Where else would you take her? To a dentist? A dermatologist?
Kat, you can't just diagnose people with mental illness. You can't just say that he or she needs to go to a mental hospital. That's such an insult. Mom is just being like that because she's lonely. I already told you. It's really not good to accuse people of a mental illness. Would you be happy if I told you that your mom and dad have some mental issues? Doesn't feel good, does it?
Neil, what are you talking about? That's not what I'm saying at all. You're making it sound like I'm blowing this out of proportion. Do you really think she's like that simply because she's lonely?
You know what? You are her only daughter-in-law and she can't even depend on you. You can barely do anything for her. All you've done is call her a mental patient. What kind of daughter-in-law are you?
Wow. I can't believe you're twisting my words like that. You're unbelievable. Let's do it this way then. I'm gonna stay out of all of this. I am done. I don't want nothing to do with this anymore. So if your mom calls, you answer her phone call. If she demands to go to the hospital, you take her to the hospital. Let's see if you can handle all that. Try getting kicked out from the hospital. See how that feels. Come back and talk to me once you've actually done what I went through.
Psh, fine. I'll show you. Honey, I'm so sorry. I don't think I want to deal with Mom anymore. It's just too much to deal with. Can you please help me? I can't do this by myself.
Oh, now you want my help? Weren't you just telling me that she's fine and that she's just being like that because she's lonely?
She's just impossible to deal with. She keeps calling me every day saying her knees hurt, or her arms hurt, or her head's hurt. If it's not that, she'll say that she hurt herself or whatever. It's all just too much. I can't focus on work because of her. And when I take her to the hospital, her tests come out fine. They tell me that she has no health issues. We even got kicked out by a doctor because she started arguing with them. I even took her to the emergency again, and they didn't take her in. They already knew about her. I think I know what you meant now. I'm sorry.
Okay, so now what? What do you want from me?
Just help me, please. Save me from this misery. I don't know who else to ask.
You know I had to deal with that for years, right? Not days, not months. Years, Neil. Years. Even when I was pregnant, I had to deal with that. And even though I was almost to full term with our child, she would keep calling me. That stressed me out so much that I almost had a miscarriage. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I've done what I could do for your mom. Now I'm at my limits. That's all for me. I can't do anything for her anymore. Also, your mom doesn't want to get better. That's what makes it hard. You know she has no motivation to better herself, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So now what?
I don't think I can deal with her anymore. You were right. Now I know how you feel. I totally understand where you're coming from now. I don't want to be with her even for 1 second. It's just too much. I don't know how you did it for years.
Oh? Is that so? So what's your plan now?
I've been looking at nursing homes that have good reviews. I think it's best that we send her to a nursing home. I don't know what else to do. She keeps saying that she's in pain, so I think it's for her best interest to stay at a place with medical professionals. Whether she's really in pain, or if she's just faking it, I'm sure it'll tone down if she's in a nursing home. There'll be people who can help her there.
Wow. Even you, her own son, is giving up on her. And it's only been 10 days, whereas I dealt with that for years. Do you not feel an ounce of pity for me?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I didn't know it was this bad. I'm really sorry, Kat.
Please don't ask for anything from me about this matter anymore. Even you, her own son, doesn't want anything to do with her. I've done what I could already. I did my best to help her, and she was ungrateful. That's it for me. I can't keep on trying to help someone who doesn't want to get better, and especially someone who can't appreciate my help for them. This is none of my business now. You got that?
All right. You have the right to feel that and step out from this. I'm so sorry, really. I should have listened to you the first time. I'm sorry I couldn't do that for you. I feel so bad that I didn't recognize how much you were suffering because of her. I'm sincerely sorry for what you had to deal with, Kat. Hey, Kat. How are you? I heard from Neil. You guys are thinking of putting his mom in a nursing home. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right. That's the only option we have left. We have no other choice. I'm sorry it has come to this.
Oh no, don't apologize for it. I mean, it's gotten so bad. I think it's also a good idea to just put her in a nursing home.
Yeah. Neil is gonna look for a nice nursing home she can go to. He'll make sure to find one with good amenities and amazing patient care. I told him to find a place where she can make friends so she's not too lonely. I really hope it helps with her feeling of loneliness and depression. We want the best for her.
Janet is lucky to have such a caring and kind-hearted daughter-in-law like you. You're amazing for making sure she'll be in a safe and happy place despite what you had to deal with.
Oh, I'm only trying to help out, really. It's nothing.
But seriously, though, you did so much for my sister already. She was never easy to deal with, and you willingly helped her throughout those years, no matter how mean she was to you sometimes. Even for me, her own sister, it wasn't easy to calm her down. I also tried my best to help her, but it was always so hard to handle her outbursts.
Thank you, Ashley. That means so much to me.
Once you find a place for her, you and Neil should go for a trip or something. Now that there's no one who will keep calling you and asking to take her to the hospital, go and spend some time with your husband. You deserve it.
Oh, Ashley. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it.
Once you and Neil figure out the nursing home, let me know the address, I'll try to visit her sometimes when I've got free time.
Yes, of course. I'll make sure to give you the address and phone number once we have that information. Thanks again, Ashley. One week later, we found a nursing home for Janet. It was located near a mountain away from the city, and she was fussing about not wanting to go. She kept resisting, saying she doesn't want to go. The two nursing aides had to hold her down because she kept fighting them. Neil tried to help calm her down, but it was just too much that he ended up raising his voice and telling her she has to go to the nursing home. That somehow worked, and it's been 1 week since she's been staying there. She's finally able to use her phone now, and we got a message from her. She said that she feels much better now, and she promised not to say that she's in pain or she's hurt anymore. So she begged us to bring her back home. But I already know her. I know she's just bluffing and that she'll just revert back to how she was before. It's one thing demanding so much from me and being so ungrateful, but it's another thing when one cannot see the problem in this. Only those who have first-hand experience in something like this will know. I mean, even her own son couldn't handle it and ended up putting her in a nursing home. Doesn't that say a lot already? Anyway, I still think that Janet has Munchausen syndrome, but Neil insists that it's not that. I feel like Neil is just in denial about the reality of his mom's illness. But what do you guys think? Am I just being oversensitive about the issue? Or do you guys agree with my idea that Janet has some deeper mental illness that needs to be medically addressed? Leave a comment below on what you think. See you guys again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hi, Caroline. I need to talk to you about something urgently. Your car and a bunch of other cars are parked at my company's parking lots and warehouse. What's all this?
Oh, good morning, Trina. How are you? Isn't it such a hot day today? Anyways, I've been forgetful these days, so I must have forgotten to tell you about those cars, huh? Oops. Sorry about that. We're gonna need to borrow those empty spaces for our cars for the next 10 days. 30 cars are gonna be parked at your company's property. Since we and our sons have been great friends, just help me out with this favor, okay? Besides, you're not gonna need those spaces, right? It's such a waste for not using them.
Excuse me, what? I have no idea what you're asking me. You lied to my receptionist that you already got my permission, so you told her to open the gates to the parking lots, right? I've never approved you of parking on my company property. Besides, you just told me about it right now. This is crazy. Please take away the cars now.
Come on, don't make it a big deal. I was gonna ask you for permission later anyways. I had a lot of things to handle, so I just totally forgot to ask you earlier. That's all. I don't see why you have to make this a big deal. You're the CEO's wife. I'm sure your husband's gonna be fine with it. You gotta calm down, lady. As a friend, you gotta help me out here. Just let us use the space for free for the next 10 days. Like I said earlier, it's not like you guys need that much space, right? It's better to make use of this space, you know?
Even if we know each other for a long time, it doesn't mean that you can just use my property without my permission like that. It's a weekday and we need the parking space for our employees and customers. Your cars are in the way, man! You better give me a good reason why you have to use here as the parking space, or else I'm gonna ask someone to tow all of the cars now.
Sure, I can explain it to you. So, you know my son is on a high school basketball team, right? His team won the state competition the other day! Isn't this amazing? Anyways, to celebrate the victory, all the basketball members and their parents are gonna go on a 10-day trip. It's winter break right now, so it's perfect timing, right? We're gonna go see basketball teams and go sightseeing. We are all so excited for this trip.
Okay, so what? That's not a reason to borrow my company's parking space. Find other places where you can park your cars.
We are taking the train for this trip, but most of us live far from the station. We have lots of luggage and stuff to bring as it's gonna be a long trip. I thought it's better for all of us to park near the station, but the parking costs a lot in this area, right? So I came up with a good idea, which is using your company parking space. I know you're a nice person, so I'm sure you don't mind it, right? It helps all of us save money and time.
Oh my god. What? This doesn't make sense at all. You can't do that, man!
Your company is near the train station and you have plenty of open spaces in your company. On top of that, we're like good friends, so I'm sure you're gonna let us use it for free. Right?
I'm not gonna allow this. Come back right now and take back all your cars. This isn't just an open space. It's part of our warehouse. Can't you see we have materials all over here? We are also getting more deliveries of materials this afternoon, so we need the space. Do you understand that you're disrupting our business?
Oh, then why don't you close the company for the next 10 days? Just take it as a winter break, you know? Your workers are going to be happy, and we're going to be relieved because our cars are safely parked there. No one cares even if a small company like yours goes out of business, you know?
Oh my god. What did you just say? Are you hoping that our company goes out of business? How can you say such a mean thing like that? We are working hard to keep our business here.
Oops, sorry. Don't get mad at me for saying this. But, you know, it's true, right?
Whatever, man. Please just take back all the cars right now. I can call the cops on you for interfering with my business.
Well, that's too bad. We can't go back now because we're on the train. So just give up and leave our cars alone. We will move them when we're back 10 days later. Okay?
You better stop messing around with me here. I'm pissed now. We aren't doing business for fun. We have a lot to do here, so come back now.
Oh my god! Stop complaining, dude! You're so annoying. I said we will move the cars in 10 days. So be patient. Oh yeah, I have a good idea again. Your company is doing business with my husband's company, right? If you ever move our cars, I'm gonna tell my husband to stop doing business with your company. If you don't want this to happen, then just shut up already.
Gosh, what kind of stupid idea is that? Are you threatening me? How can you be so rude and ignorant like that?
Oh no, I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying, you know. Anyways, wait until we come back. Stop bothering me already. Bye! Hi, Trina! We are back! I'm sure you're happy about this, right? We had so much fun. I'm kind of sad that we have to be back home already.
Hi, Caroline. Yes, I couldn't wait until you guys came back to take away the cars, man. I hope you know that these cars caused a lot of inconvenience to us.
Thanks for letting us park our cars for the past 10 days. It helped us a lot. Anyways, where are you now? Home? It seems like no one is at the office, so can you come now? It seems like the gate is locked, so we can't go to our cars. As soon as you open the gate, we will move our cars, so please come right now.
Sure, but first you're gonna have to pay me $40,000 for the parking fees. As soon as you pay me, then I'll go open the gate.
Excuse me, what did you say?
What's that $40,000 you're talking about? It's the fee for using our warehouse and parking spaces. Because you guys used our property without our permission, we've lost a lot of money in business. You're gonna have to be responsible for our loss and pay up with money as soon as possible.
Oh my god. Are you serious about this? You're asking for money? How cheap of you to do that? You're the one who said you're gonna let us use it for free, remember?
Nope. You got it wrong. I didn't even say I'm gonna let you use this place, right? And you're the one who said you came up with the idea of using here as a parking space because you could use it for free, remember? Let me remind you what you did 10 days ago. You guys parked the cars on my company property without my permission and left for the trip. I wasn't okay with any of this,
We have every right to ask you to compensate us for the loss of our business. Don't tell me you don't remember saying those things. But that doesn't mean you can ask for $40,000. That's a lot of money. How did you come up with this figure? We only parked the cars, so it shouldn't be this much. Okay, let me give you the breakdown of the cost then. First of all, because your cars were parked at our parking lots, our employees had to use the outside parking lots. And those parking lots aren't free. $40 per day times 25 cars times 10 days equals to $10,000 here. What? That expensive? And because the warehouse was also taken up by your cars, we had to rent a temporary warehouse to keep our materials. And that place is 30 minutes away from here. We had to pay rent for the warehouse, delivery truck fees, and labor fees. On top of that, we had to pay for our customers' parking fees and security guard fees for the office. There are other small costs that occurred here and there, which all add up to $40,000, or even more. I can't come up with the exact amount now. Oh my god! That's crazy, man! I know you're trying to cheat me here. It can't be that much. Our business schedules were ruined by you because you parked your cars without our permission. And because of this, our expenses increased instead. We were supposed to be making a profit, but because of you, we lost them all. So you have to be responsible and pay up the money right now. Be sorry for what you did. Are you kidding me? This is a lot of money to pay up front. I can't afford it. Besides, I already told all of them that you're letting us use the parking lots for free. I can't just tell them now that you're asking us to pay, you know? This isn't fair to us. Why can't you just let this go? Oh, really? Well, I contacted a few of your friends and they told me that you asked them to pay $50 for the parking fees, right? You said that you were gonna have to pay us. Oh, well, that's something else. It has nothing to do with the parking space we borrowed from you, so don't worry about that. You charged them $50, so $50 times 30 cars equals to $1,500. So you collected that much money from them for the parking, right? Don't tell me you asked them for money and even asked me to let you use the parking lots for free, right? And I hope you're not keeping that money to yourself. No way! I'm not gonna keep that money to myself. I collected the money so that I can pay you, right? I was definitely planning on paying you that money, so don't worry. Then why did you ask me to let you use the parking lots for free? Just so you know, I already screenshotted all the messages from you as evidence, so you can't lie. That was a joke, you know? I'm not gonna take that $1,500 and use it for myself. That's not a lot of money to please me. I would need more. Anyways, take it as a joke. Oh, I see. So this was a joke, huh? What a terrible joke. Yup. Oh gosh, you take everything so seriously, man. You gotta learn how to calm down. Don't think that I'm gonna let this go by taking this as a joke. Your joke caused us to lose $40,000 or more. $40,000 is just a rough calculation, and that's the least you should pay us. Wait, you mean $40,000 isn't enough? Of course. You ruined our 10 days worth of business schedule. We had to work overtime to rearrange many things because of your stupid idea. Just the overtime itself. I can tell you that it cost us $60,000 or more. A small company like ours could go out of business with this much of a loss, you know. So you're saying that you wanted our company to go out of business with your stupid joke, right? You think it's funny? This isn't funny to us at all. We are furious, man. Oh no, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't think this would happen, you know? If you're not gonna pay us that money, then I'm gonna send an invoice to your husband's company. You threatened me that if we aren't gonna let you use the parking lots for free, then you were gonna tell your husband to stop doing business with us, right? So I assume your husband is aware of this and his company is also involved in this matter. This means that they are responsible for all our loss. Let me prepare the invoice now. No, please don't do that. He doesn't know anything about this. Please don't send the invoice to him. They have nothing to do with all of this. It was all my idea.
You used your husband's company to threaten me, but they aren't involved in this at all? Oh, what a funny joke.
This isn't a joke. I'm serious. I will pay you, so please don't inform my husband about this. Also, please just let us take back our cars. Everyone wants to go home already. It's freezing today and we are all tired. We just want to go home, so please come and open the gate.
Nope. That's not gonna happen until you pay me first. I told you that earlier. Besides, I don't trust you at all. You might not pay me afterward, so I want our money now.
Oh my gosh, you're so mean. How can you say you don't trust me? We're good friends, right? Friends should trust each other, you know.
We aren't friends to begin with.
And I don't trust you at all.
I do feel bad for all the kids and their parents, but I'm not gonna open the gate until you pay me first.
You're so cruel. How can you do this to us? We're carrying heavy luggage in this cold. Please open the gate so that we can all get into the car and leave.
I'm the cruel one, huh? When I told you not to park the cars, you didn't listen to me and you threatened me, remember? You even tried to shut down my company.
I'm truly sorry for everything. I promise I will pay you for sure. So please let us get to our cars. I'm begging you.
No way. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not gonna open the gate until I get the money? Please ask your friends to get a taxi or Uber to go home. I have other things to do, so I will be excused now. Thanks to you, you gave us extra unnecessary things to do. Bye.
Wait, hold on. Please don't leave us like that. You gotta help us out here. Please don't waste our time for this.
You gotta resolve the issue you caused yourself. Good luck and good night. I hope everyone gets home safely. The next day, Caroline and her husband came to our company to apologize for all the things she did. They even brought us some fancy chocolates and wine. All her friends and her son's teammates were mad at her because they couldn't get to their cars last night. So she had to pay for taxis and Ubers for all of them to get home. And since she can't afford to pay me the $40,000 I asked for, she told her husband to pay us on behalf of her. I heard that her husband was furious about what she did. Her husband is an understanding guy, so he said he's going to pay us extra on top of the $40,000, and even made Caroline promise us that she will not come any closer to me from now on. I hired a company lawyer to handle this case, and I allowed Caroline and her friends to move their cars from our company property. We didn't want Caroline's son to be targeted by others because of this incident, so we never mentioned anything about this drama to any of his teammates and their parents. I told their parents that Caroline gave me the wrong date, so I wasn't there to open the gate the day they came back. They were so upset with Caroline. Finally, my normal work life is back, and I'm so glad we were able to resume our business properly. Great thing is that our project with one of our biggest customers is going well. I made sure to strengthen our security system just in case, so that this kind of stupid drama won't happen in the future again. And as for our employees, my husband and I decided to give them a bonus because they worked hard, especially these past 10 days. It was such a hectic week for us. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.